Earth, fire, air, water. Only the Avatar can master all four elements.
What the hell are you doing?
And bring balance to the world.
What are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? You're gonna get replaced by Cabbage Guy any day now.
Chief Beifong was supposed to protect Republic City, but she was powerless to stop Amon's attack on the arena. Our law enforcement needs new leadership.
Interesting. So the recap had some additional story. It seems like Tarlok wants Chief Beifong out, and maybe this was his plan to seize control. I'm on to you, Tarlok. Chapter 7, The Aftermath. Yeah, a lot went down last time. Will pro bending ever be the same?
You can come live on Air Temple Island with me.
Oh.
Asami already invited us to live in Urtahan's giant mansion.
Oh no. Ouch.
Oh, hey, Korra. I was just leaving.
Poor Asami. This poor girl, like, she's been nothing but helpful and cool to them, but she's just caught in this, like, bad situation with Korra and Mako. What the hell is... Ew, what is that? It was horrifying. That animal.
Looks like our intel was good.
There's enough evidence here to bury Cabbage Corp for an eternity.
Cabbage Corp. No, not Cabbage Corp. You might actually survive a couple more days. Turns out cabbage is not good. But you're on thin ice. Lucky for you, we already have watermelon in the refrigerator. Oh, the cabbage statue. It is his company. Awesome.
We have frozen Mr. Ganlon's assets and are closing Cabbage Corp.
No! Not my cabbage corn!
No! What is it with cabbages in this universe? Can they just catch a break, please? Damn, the legacy of Cabbage Guy continues.
Tano?
Oh.
Whatever Amon did to me, it's permanent. You gotta get him for me.
This seems to be the show's way of telling you this is legit. Amon can strip you of your powers. I feel for the guy, even though he's a jerk. For someone like him, as big a jerk as he was, you can't deny that he was a great bender, and so that means he dedicated his life to it, and that he had a great deal of passion for it, because there's no way to get to those levels without that. To have that taken away from you in a moment, just when you're, flying high at the top of the world, that sucks.
See you around, Avatar.
No, stop that. I just lost all sympathy for you.
Ever been behind the wheel? The only thing I know how to drive is a polar bear dog.
You want me to take you for a spin?
I like Asami more and more. You gotta believe, just as a human being, you gotta know something's up. She's probably aware of some weird tension, but she's been great to everybody. She gave Mako and Bullet a home, and she's actively trying to reach out to Korra. It takes a lot of inner strength to not get petty, not get jealous. She just seems like she actually has everyone's best interest at heart. I hope that my original instinct was wrong, that she hit Mako on purpose. She just seems sweet. Oh no.
No, I assure you, everything is going exactly as planned.
The Cabbage Corp investigation has bought us enough time.
Oh no.
By the end of the week, we'll be ready to strike.
The heck? Is he funding Amon or something like that?
So you think Mr. Sato manufactured those gloves for the Equalists, then framed Cabbage Corp?
That's a bold accusation.
A firebender killed Sato's wife during the break-in.
That's terrible.
Wow.
It was tragic. It's possible he's been harboring anti-bending sentiment all this time.
Uh-oh. They're gonna blow up her spot, though. This is a weird way to do it.
I don't believe this.
You spied on Hiroshi? What's your problem?
This was not the way to do it.
My #1 competitor was knocked out of the game. It's providing me an opportunity to strike the market with a new line of Satomobiles.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know if he's innocent or not, but Korra didn't really hear anything that was that damning evidence. That is a reasonable explanation.
Did Chief Beifong just plain arrest the wrong man?
It would appear Hiroshi is innocent.
That was a bad move, because not only did Korra just create rifts within her group, but she also hurt the credibility of Chief Beifong. And it seems like, based on the intro, that is something people are actively trying to do in order to gain power.
If you want to find the truth, meet me under the north end of the Silk Road Bridge at midnight.
What is going on? I have no idea. I don't know what to think right now.
He manufactured those gloves for the Equalists.
I knew it!
He has a secret factory. It's right underneath the Sato mansion.
Wow. Korra has some great instincts, assuming that this guy is telling the truth.
Raiding the Sato mansion is a risky move with Tarlok breathing down your neck.
Yeah, this show, it brings out the most suspicious side of me. Because now I'm thinking that maybe that guy was trying to get them to raid that area just to discredit Beifong.
If we're wrong...
I know. I can
Right.
kiss my job goodbye.
Yeah, could be a trap. Nice.
Do you think your dad knows about this tunnel?
I don't understand. There must be an
Ouch.
explanation.
Something's not right. Something's going down. Things are not what they appear. I don't know how. I can't put my finger on it.
Not your average backyard workshop.
And I'm guessing those are the new weapons.
Well, they're building mech warriors.
We need to get down there and see what's going on.
You're staying put until the chief comes back.
I'm about to... What?
Nice. Good teamwork.
Just stay put until the chief comes back. That sounds very familiar, doesn't it? Why? Because you said it.
Got him.
I'm afraid you won't be able to metal bend that wall, Chief Beifong. It's solid platinum.
I seem to recall another Earthbender being told what she couldn't bend.
Not even your renowned mother could
Oh,
bend
he's
a
guilty.
metal sword.
He's just guilty. Okay.
That source was a setup. You lured us down here.
So it was a trap, but not the kind I thought. That's a pretty bold plan, like luring these government members and the Avatar down here to kill them. Oh wow, she has Wolverine claws. That's awesome. Oh nice, we can see Tenzin fighting. This show just crushes it with these action sequences and the music. It's so good.
Not so fast, boys.
Oh no.
Dad, stop!
These people, these benders, they took away your mother, the love of my life. They've ruined the world. But with Amon, we can fix it and build a perfect world together.
You know, I don't even blame Sato for making these machines. It obviously fills a vital function in society. If benders were consistently harming non-benders, then there was a need for them to be able to defend themselves. And so I think to that end, he's providing a service that society is asking for. That being said, where he's going wrong is he's defining all benders, including Korra and Tenzin, as the same person who killed his wife. It is understandable because it's our tendency to think in terms of the group rather than the individual. It's too hard for our brains to comprehend the nuances of people on the individual level. There's just too many of us. And when you throw an emotion to the mix, it gets even easier. When you have this kind of violent reaction to someone who's wronged you in the past, there are elements of it that are about that incident. But there are also elements that are not related to the actual events and are more related to your own perceived flaws. For example, for Sato, he probably has a lot of regret for every bad thing he ever said to his wife that he can no longer reconcile or apologize for. He probably has a lot of guilt for not being able to protect his wife. He probably feels afraid of his own weakness, that this could happen again to people he cares about, right? So when you're in that hyper emotionally negative state, people like Amon, who are socially cunning and who are power oriented, will grab on that right away because they know how to manipulate that. One of the most common tactics I see, and also maybe the most insidious, is when there are two opposing sides, one side will take the lowest element, the worst element of the other side, and then frame things as though the entire side is composed of those elements exclusively. When the truth is, when you take any group of sufficient size, the breakdown of people and their goals will be very similar. Some people are going to be well-meaning, some people are going to have selfish motives. Some people are going to have a great deal of knowledge about the subject, some people are going to be just speaking from their gut. But there are always going to be people who can sniff out how to gain momentum and amass support by framing their opponents as an evil group by definition. And once you start engaging in these really groupthink, character assassinating tactics, then the other side feels justified in doing the same exact thing. And it's a race to the bottom and nobody wins. And there's no chance for any kind of meaningful communication or dialogue because why would you talk to people who are evil? Sato is probably a great person who has just fallen into the deep soul trap of needing an outlet for his frustration with the way things are and the trauma of his past. And Amon is giving him that outlet in the form of, it's benders who are everything that is wrong with the world, and that justifies our lust for power and our destruction of them. And so he ends up becoming the evil in this situation, unfortunately.
Join me, Asami.
There's no way she's helping.
I love you, Dad.
Yeah. Oh, we get to see her in action.
Tarlok's right. I failed as chief.
You can't give up like this.
I'm not giving up. I'm gonna find my officers and take Amon down. But I'm gonna do it my way, outside the law.
Wow.
I'm sorry I didn't believe you, but Asami's dad being an equalist is not an easy thing to believe.
And also your evidence is pretty flimsy, let's be fair.
Does your offer to live at the air temple still stand?
Of course it does. And Asami's welcome too. After everything she's been through,
Bolin's not going to take it well.
she's going to need you, Mako.
That was big of Korra. Wow. So with all the fun I was having with Sweater Lord over here, I realized I forgot to make an outro. But after sitting with the episode for a little while, I increasingly felt like it was a really sad one in ways that weren't immediately obvious to me when I watched it. I feel really bad for Asami, you know? Here's this person who just has a great spirit despite her tragedy, and is warm to others even when they're not necessarily warm to her, only to wake up to the fact that her father has fallen into this emotional hole and has committed these horrible acts. I sympathize with Sato. He obviously has a great deal of pain, and he was seduced into believing that that pain could be made better or things could be somehow corrected by taking violent action against a group of people. It's easy to be seduced by that, you know, by your anger, your hatred. It's hard to stay balanced. It's hard to have a perspective. It's hard to keep a hopeful outlook. I actually felt bad for kicking Sweater Lord over here too. Sorry. Glad you're feeling better.